Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and this is going to be the first one of these I do. I did this in a live reaction last Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. It's Thursday now. So about a week ago, I did a live reaction to this. It was the newest movie trivia Schmoedown trivia challenge. They're over here. This is Mark Ellis. This is Mark Harloff. I want to say 5 years ago, maybe a little less, but around 5 years ago, they started this thing called the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It was on their own channel. It looked very much like Howard Stern. There was like a room full of people all like talking like a radio show. And they were just literally playing this game as a joke. Like, hey, let's get this celebrity to go against our friend here who knows a lot about movies. And I think the very first one was Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. I think she's friends with one of the guys, one of the Marks. I'm pretty sure, but maybe she's friends with both, but I'm pretty sure she was maybe even dated this guy. I was hooked ever since. I have been watching every one for 5 years. There's at least one a week, sometimes 2 a week. Then they have major events, and they literally host it like an all-out wrestling show. Now, when I say that, there are heels, there are like protagonists. They literally shit talk each other. They have agents and promoters. It's all scripted. That part is all scripted. But then when they actually get into the trivia, it's all real. They answer the questions, and then based off of whoever wins, they formulate the story from there. So it literally is like scripted wrestling with the shit talking, the good and the bad. They literally have factions of people that like gang up on other people. They literally put on a whole show with acting and everything. And I have been hooked since the beginning. The new one just dropped today. I haven't watched it yet, obviously. I am going to watch it with you guys. I'm going to edit it down because they're like an hour and 20 minutes long because all the shit talking they do. Then they do a tail of the tape like boxing where their likes and their dislikes and their advantages and their disadvantages. They do their weaknesses, their strengths, stuff like that. So it goes on way too long. So I am going to edit it down. The actual game itself is maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And then if you guys like this, I'll post more of these. I'm going to watch them anyway because I like to compete and I like to challenge myself. I am hoping one day maybe I could even be on this show. I want you guys to see how I do. Let me know what you think. I actually want to see how I would fare against the competition under the pressure with you guys watching everything else. So if this gets big and you guys want, I will do more live reactions like this so you could see firsthand that I am actually doing it and not cheating or whatever, because I'll do them when they drop. So we're just going to get into this, guys. Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
We are ready, and that means it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
All right, here we go, guys. It's like Michael Buffer, say. Let's get ready to rumble.
Of Ken Knapsack.
All right, I'll do my
Ken Knapsack
best.
is the guy that was in the first and wrote the Star Wars book.
First.
Now they have intro music. They literally dress in costume.
With a record of 0 wins and 0 losses, looking to make her mark today, Emily the Rose Jacobson.
See, now this girl I've never seen. She's brand new to the show. So I don't know, she could be good, she could be bad, I don't know.
Her opponent, representing the world's finest.
Now I think this guy I've seen before. He's okay.
Debut, Winston Blackman Marshall.
This is not to be cocky, like I said, but this, see, look, see, they did, oh, Dragon Ball Z. I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, I just know it. But they do special effects, they get all hyped up, they make a whole production out of it. This guy isn't that great. He's on all the time, though. I don't understand. I feel like I see him way too much.
Today, he certainly has multiple suds at his disposal.
They're allowed to curse. They're allowed to drink. They just pound. One team literally pounds shots after each question.
Are you physically able to compete today?
You know what? I'm in a little bit of pain, but I'm going to power through it.
Feel your answer. Please show that
All right, the
whiteboard to the
show's gonna
camera,
start
so
right
we
after
can see
this.
it. At
They
the
get
same
right
time, you
in,
say it
so-
into the microphone.
Here we go. Let's see.
Now, I'll
I'm
remind
gonna
each
keep
competitor
score.
that you have about 15 seconds to get that question answered. If you need to buy yourself some more time, or you just need to think of the answer, you can use one of your 3 JTE rules, which you can use throughout the duration of the match. You also each have 1 challenge. Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yeah. Here we go. 3 rounds to a finish.
Ken Knapsack will be asking the first question.
Here we go.
All right.
The inner geek.
They'll write the question at the
First
bottom of the
question comes
screen.
in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek.
I never.
In
I'm
the
not good
opening
with this.
sequence of Star Trek Into Darkness, the crew is trying to stop what natural disaster from happening on planet Nibiru?
I am not familiar with a lot of Star
hear
Trek.
that
It's
on
one of
Planet
my
Nibiru
major
they are
weaknesses.
opening a
Star
top.
Trek and James Bond.
we
I
should
don't
go.
know a
We should
lot about
probably
it.
go.
Ken and I, early
Natural
investors.
disaster. I'm gonna
investors
say
Go to 5, 4, 3,
Ear-
2,
earthquake.
Pens down. Winston, your answer was?
A volcano eruption?
It was, in
correct.
fact, a
Damn
volcano
it.
eruption with the illustration to accompany it.
I was-
Mass extinction.
It was not mass extinction.
Total guess on my
Although a
part.
volcano can contribute
No
to
harm,
that.
no foul.
Emily finds herself in an early 1-0 hole.
Yo,
next to
real
Winston.
talk. I've never seen a Star Trek movie before, so that was.
I'm not kidding. I've only seen the new Star Trek
summoned all
movies
my ki
and
for
Wrath
that
of
one.
Khan.
Okay.
That's all I've seen.
I've seen that one twice.
Let's hope the luck doesn't
I
run
don't.
out,
Nothing against it. I
early
just
there for
Winston
didn't
does not know
really
Star
dig
Trek,
it.
but he
I'm
does
not
know
big
his
with like
history on the planet
space opera
Nibiru.
kind of things.
Your next question comes from the world of Middle Earth. This is Middle Earth. Could be Lord of the Rings, Hobbit movies, some appendices in there if they were in the movies. Your question is, what is the name of the character played by Hugo Weaving in the Middle Earth films?
Smog.
I don't know how long we've
I
been
think he
doing this,
played
but I like that we're
two.
calling
But
it the Middle Earth
Smog,
film.
the
That
dragon.
makes some sense
You
there,
know,
yeah.
Middle
yeah.
Earth.
Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings, we're trying
Smog.
to stretch it into 6 movies.
Oh wait, no, Hugo Weaving.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. The Rose, what do you have?
Ander, I know it's close.
Aeon.
Is not a under.
No.
Does Winston have it?
If it makes you feel any better, I just wrote High Elf White Hair.
I mean,
Yeah.
almost.
That's his nickname in the streets. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all were using his government name.
Yeah.
That's his street name.
That's true.
I am horrible.
Elrond.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
the name we were looking for.
I
Elrond.
totally
1-0
was thinking,
there, going to
uh,
the third question. Category is MCU, Marvel Cinematic
I was thinking
Universe.
Benedict
Frank
Cumberbatch.
Grillo appears by which villain name in Captain America: Civil War?
Crossbones. That I'm
Name
sure
of the
of.
character there.
Looking for the character.
Crossbones
Frank
was his
Grillo
character.
supporter.
Can you
The,
repeat the
the last
question?
question.
We got one.
JT.
We got one.
They're
Frank
allowed
Grillo
3
appears
repeats.
By
Hence the
which
bottom.
villain name in Captain America: Civil War?
Hugo. When they said
Frank
Hugo
Grillo
Weaving, I
thing.
thought
He's got
Benedict
cheekbones
Cumberbatch,
that
and then
are
by
really
the time I
into it.
Good
realized I
cheekbones, guy
thought the
clearly
wrong
works
guy,
out,
I
takes
couldn't remember the other guy.
Centrum. Winston, a
They only
fumble.
give you 10
Looking for an
seconds.
answer. 5, 4,
Crossbones.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Winston.
Crossbones?
That is correct for a point.
It is Crossbones. Can the Rose get on the board?
I just did Winter Soldier, Armin Sola.
Hey, it's still an answer, although it is incorrect. And so now
She took a
Winston
shot, I
taking an early
guess.
2.
Oh.
Harry Potter is the next category, and in the world of Harry Potter, your
I've
question
seen them all,
is,
but I'm not
Helena
great.
Bonham Carter first appears as the villainous Bellatrix Lestrange in which Harry Potter film?
That's a good question.
That's a great character.
I'm gonna say
She reminds me of
Prisoner
every girl
of
in high school I tried to
Azkaban.
date.
Bellatrix Lestrange or Helena?
That is
Bonham?
also a guess. I
Little
did
column
see
A,
all
little
these
column
movies,
B.
but maybe once
4,
each. I'm going
3,
to say Prisoner of
2,
Azkaban.
1. Pens down, and we go to the Rose.
The Goblet of Fire.
It is not the Goblet of Fire. Does Winston
It's
have
Order of the Phoenix. Damn it!
it? It is Goblet of It is Order of Phoenix.
yes.
Order of the Phoenix. Winston,
All right, fifth question, category Marvel.
I have 1
Marvel
point so
in
far.
Venom. Who played Eddie's girlfriend, Anne?
you ever see the Venom? I know you don't make every
Tom
movie.
Hardy.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie
Michelle
since
Williams
2015.
Well,
Michelle Williams.
Hopefully your parents will release
From
that embargo they have
Manchester by the
on their
Sea
son's viewing
also. I think she won her. She was at least nominated. She might have won the
4,
Oscar.
3,
Michelle Williams.
2, 1. We are simpatico, and we go to Winston for the answer.
I got nothing.
He does not have it. Does the Rose?
I'm going to say a good actress.
It is a good actress.
Michelle.
Hey, let's go.
Michelle Williams.
The crowd so wanting the
That's
Rose to
2,
get
so
on
I
the
am
board.
now
They cheer for
tied.
her answer.
They did.
A good actress.
So I'm tied
Heroes
right
and
now.
villains, and your
2.
question is, who plays former wet work agent Victoria Winslow in 2010's Red?
Bruce
After I
Willis.
have dinner at Sizzler, I'm a wet work agent.
That is a very gross
John
joke.
Malkovich.
I will not go down
I forget the
rabbit
other.
hole.
Helen
We'll go to
Mirren.
Sizzler. Had a burger
Helen
one
Mirren.
time, never going back.
I can change your mind.
5,
Very beautiful
4,
older woman, by the way.
3,
She's got to be like in her 70s. She's very
1.
beautiful.
Pens down. We go to the Rose.
Not Liv Tyler.
It is not Liv
It's not
Tyler.
Liv.
These guys are not good.
Does
I told you
Winston
he was
have
bad.
it?
She's
no,
not
I
good
don't. I
at
put
it.
the woman from Weeds, but that's not it at all. I
Good
didn't-
show,
yeah.
but no.
Nah.
Helen Mirren.
So the answer is Helen Mirren. The
That's what I got.
3. I am now ahead of.
Just kept wanting
I
to say
don't know
Meryl Streep,
why
that's
he's
not
always
right.
on. He's
not
not
right.
that
And it
great.
feels like, as
He's
opposed
never
to one
really that
competitor getting
good.
the other one's head, it feels like our dear head writer Chris Kaliski's in both of their heads right now.
He is.
The
Like,
answers
just
are on the
the
tip of their
fact
tongue, Ken,
that I
they
said
can't
he
quite
never really
muster it in
does
time
good
to
and
get it
he's
on
not
the whiteboard.
proves-
The next question comes from what
Why?
world?
Like they usually have their records on the bottom, but they don't.
DCEU,
Probably because he's so bad.
DCEU, a recent article at Playboy.com written by Mark Ellis, says that the DCEU might eventually pass Marvel's MCU. They're playing the long game. Check it out on Playboy.com.
Drunk when I wrote it, Ken. Back to you.
All right. The
He is a
question
nice guy, though.
Who plays Mira in Aquaman?
Okay, so I asked you about Venom.
Yeah.
I don't even need to bother asking you about
Is
Aquaman.
Mira?
No, I just rewatched season 1
Nicole
of Game of Thrones.
Kidman?
Okay. That's a
I don't
very
know which
healthy
one's
viewing habits you
Mira.
have
I
there.
think it's Nicole
5,
Kidman.
4,
Either that or
3,
it's the younger girl, and I
2,
forget her name.
1. Pens down. We're going to go to
Nicole
Winston.
Kidman.
I mean, we were just talking about this. Amber Heard.
It is, in
There we
fact,
go.
Amber
We got
Heard.
a
Did the
point.
Rose have
I
it?
said Catherine Tate.
See, I forgot her
Everybody
name.
wants her
I
to get
thought
the
it was her, but
correct
since I didn't
answer
remember
to
her
get on
name,
the board. Now, Winston,
I'm
only
Nicole
with a
Kidman.
3-0
So I'm tied
lead,
with
so not taking
Marshall
full advantage, but
right
we
now.
move on to the last 3 categories in round number 1. And your next one is going to be in the wild, wonderful world of a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars.
I am a big Star Wars
Got some
fan.
fans here
I
today.
should do good
And your
here,
question
except
is,
some are hard.
What is the name of Ben Mendelsohn's character in Rogue One? Just need the last name. Just need the last name here.
I can't compete.
You are not allowed to compete, but I will let you say the answer.
Was it Hux?
And this one
No,
may have
Hux.
stumped them again.
May
Yeah, I'm
have.
not seeing a
Hux
lot
is
of
the.
activity.
I'm going to say Hux,
Something.
Winston's working.
but I think
5,
Hux is the guy that works for him.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We
Please-
go
please
to
be Hux.
Winston. What do you have?
Can I have Ken answer it for me?
You may not have Ken. This is not Phone a Friend.
Diego Luna?
It is not Diego Luna. That's just another actor in the movie. Did the Rose have?
He asked for the character.
I just threw a smiley face with a thumbs
Hux?
up.
Is it Hux?
Smiley face?
We were looking for director Orson Callan Krennic, or Krennic,
Krennic.
would have been accepted.
Oh my
then.
God, I'm
Even
going to
Captain
cry
Marvel,
that I got that
this would've
I
wrong.
would have got you a point.
I would have had the whole.
Number 9 in the category of mixed bag. Lena Headey plays Queen Gorgo in which 2006 film?
Need the title of that movie, Ken. And
Headey
I
plays
thoroughly
Queen
enjoyed
Gorgo.
the last Super Bowl.
What came out in
I know a lot of people
2006?
didn't.
that
Can you
would
repeat the
sound
question
like
again?
that?
We got a second repeat coming in. Lena Headey plays Queen Gorgo in which 2006 film?
I know I'm going to be like, oh my God,
enjoyed the nap I took in the
2006. What
middle
came
of
out in
it.
2006?
It wasn't the best game. I'll give you that.
Queen
5,
Gorgo.
4, 3, 2.
I can't even get a guess. I don't even know what a
Pens down. We go to the Rose. Did you have it?
Nope.
She did not
No,
have it. Does
Mike.
Winston for a 4-0
I
lead.
started to write Queen of the Damned, but that movie came out like way before.
It would
Yeah.
not have been Aaliyah starring in Queen of the Damned. It was, in fact, 300.
300.
300. A numeral that we will not get close to in this match.
watched that many times. I don't remember that at all.
Was that shade? I'm sorry.
It's a derivative. I mean, we got 3-0. You need one more
Yeah.
0, dog. So, like, you know.
Winston has the point.
So now we move on to your Patreon question. This is a Patreon question.
Last
It comes to you
question.
from our good friend Andy Schick. Give Andy a hand. Thank
I'm
you,
still
Andy,
tied with
for
Marshall.
supporting this program. If you are not yet a supporter of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown on Patreon, check it out. Select which tier is right for you. Got a lot of live events coming up, a lot of articles, postcards you can check out. It's all at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. So Andy Schick wanted a question in the category of DC movies. These are DC movies, not necessarily DCEU. These could be any DC movies. And his question is, professional wrestler Robert Jeep Swenson played what DC villain in the year 1997?
All right, 1997.
I'm not going to give you the movie, just give you the year.
That was,
year.
I
had
believe, Batman and Robin, the
pictures for that
cheesy
year.
one.
You look
And if he was a
fantastic.
professional
Great
wrestler,
alternative
I'm
rock DJ
throwing a
Ken
guess.
there.
I'm going to say
5,
Bane,
4,
the very comedic-looking
3,
Bane in the old
2,
90s Batman.
1. Pens down. We go to the Rose.
Was it Bane?
It was Bane. She's on the board.
That was 100% educated guess.
Wilson had it too. Here we go. Well, look at
It's the only one that would make sense because all the others were Jim Carrey was the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. Only guy I didn't know was Bane because he had a mask.
In round number 2, here's how it works, competitors. Again, this is round 2.
Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pick one of the 2 contestants because they get different questions, and it would be unfair if I answer. I'll answer both just for fun, but I'm only going to pick one of the 2 that counts towards my points. Otherwise, I get double the questions, and I'll easily beat these 2.
You're going to have to answer 5 questions from that category.
It's total luck of the draw what categories they get. But I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to go with Winston.
So if you're not sure
I'm going to go with Winston's questions.
You can simply say, I want multiple choice.
Just because Winston's tied with me, and I want to make sure we have the same questions so I don't regret it. So I usually go with the person who's leading. I'm talking over this guy, but he's just reading you what this says. So just don't worry about what he's saying.
Remind everybody that the wheel for today's match is a sponsored
So now they spin the wheel. They get a choice, and they either take it or they spin again. They get 2 shots. I'm going with Winston Marshall's pick. So now this is my category, guys, because I picked him to be my guy.
Worried about that one.
That costume looks so, it looks like there's layers, but it's not. It's so
advantage going into round number 3. The potential for 10 points is out there right now.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, shit. Is it going to be opponents? Oh, even worse. I would have rather opponent. Oh, yeah, he could spin again. That would be my, on that wheel, that would literally be my least favorite, my worst category.
That would have been interesting, 2 opponents' choice.
The only thing Winston fears more than opponent's choice is the Star Trek way.
Literally, exactly what I just said.
Hopefully he hasn't tipped his hand.
It's right
Has
there.
he tipped his hand?
It's
No!
right
Go, please, go, go. Yes! I'm not even really good at that, but I'm much better at Harry Potter. I have a much better shot at Harry Potter than I do at Star Trek.
That is. When wizards cast the spell Expectro Patronum, the spell takes the form of an animal. What animal does Luna Lovegood's spell turn into? I have no idea if that's an easy or hard question.
The spell takes the form of an animal. I want to say it was like a elk,
we're gonna go to
like a moose or an elk.
Multiple choice.
Oh, excuse me. Your options are: is it A, a stag, B, a rabbit,
that is an elk
C,
or a
cat,
moose. That
or
is like
D,
an
a
elk.
horse?
It's a
Pretty sure it's a cat.
It is not a cat.
Stag.
1 point steal.
Rabbit.
It is in fact a rabbit.
It didn't matter whether or not that is accurate because I
Your next question.
A rabbit.
Your next question is the world of Harry Potter, Winston. In the Harry
somebody
Potter
turned into a
franchise,
stag.
there are 3 unforgivable curses. What is the name of the curse that inflicts excruciating pain on the recipient, torturing them?
If I mispronounce it, I'm not gonna get it right.
We're a little lenient on the pronunciation.
It's like, just give me the multiple choice because it's like septum something.
Is
Yeah.
it
Give me
A,
multiple choice.
Septum
Avada Kedavra?
No.
D, Reducto Curse?
No.
C, Imperious Curse?
No.
Or D, Cruciatus Curse?
Oh, see, I know the. Oh shit, I know the words. It's like spectrum. Repeat the answers one more time.
That's going to be JT Roy, I believe.
Okay.
Is it A, Avada Kedavra, B, Reducto Curse, C, Imperious Curse?
I think it's
or D,
B, but none of these sound
Cruciatus
familiar.
Cruciatus curse.
Give him a point.
Yeah.
Go for a point.
But it's like septum.
Septum Patronum.
Am I?
Your next question, Winston. This is your 3rd one. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, who plays down-to-earth witch and former Aurer Tina Goldstein?
Catherine Waterston.
Is it A, Catherine Waterston, B,
Catherine
Gemma
Waterston,
Arterton, C, Miranda Richardson?
I get 2 points
or
for
D,
this if
Alison
even
Sudol?
if he gets it. I got it before.
It is A for a point, Catherine Waterston.
So I'm at 6.
It's the
I'm
answer.
still losing, but I'm catching up.
hanging.
I
He's
need like
hanging
1 or
tough.
2 more
Your
just to get
penultimate
back in
question
it.
that could
And I'm
possibly
getting
give you the
bad
lead
categories, so I'm holding
in
my
round
own.
number 2. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, how many points each were Harry, Ron, and
I
Hermione
just
deducted
recently
after
saw
being
this
caught by
scene.
Malfoy for
Because
wandering
we
around
rewatched
after bed
Sorcerer's
hours?
Stone. I think it was 50. It was either 25 or 50, but
I
I'm
have
going
a
to say
solid
50.
guess, but I'm gonna say multiple choice.
Is it A, 10 points? B, 15 points each?
At
C,
least
25
50's on the
points
list.
each,
That's my
or D,
guess.
50
I get
points
2
each?
points.
It is not C. Does the rose have
Then
it
it's
for
got to
1
be
point?
50.
15 points.
You said
15B?
it is actually 50.
50
points.
I'm at
each.
6 points now,
So, but I
or
was
8
like,
points.
That's way too high for bedtime.
I'm at 8. I got the
but-
last 2 for 2 points each. I am tied with Jacobson with
All
1
right,
question
Winston.
left.
Your last question. In the world of Harry Potter, in the Chamber of Secrets, what one word does Hermione write on the piece of paper Harry found in her hand after she had been petrified?
What one word in the Chamber of Secrets? One word.
Multiple choice.
Thanks.
Is it A, basilisk, B, diary, C, myrtle, or D,
Basilisk.
pikes?
Or was it
A.
Myrtle?
It is not A for the steal and a 2-point lead going into
Myrtle.
round 3, the rose.
Can I have a repeat?
Is it of the question or just the answer?
Just the answers.
The answers I can give you for free. A, basilisk. B,
I
diary.
think it was Myrtle, and I
C,
messed up.
myrtle. Or
He
D,
shook his head
pikes.
yes at basilisk, and it made me change
C
my.
Myrtle.
That is incorrect. We're looking for
I don't
D,
feel bad.
pikes.
All right,
That's where the
so I'm
basilisk is.
tied at 8 with
A very
Jacobson. I'm
tough
1
race
ahead
as
of
far as my
Winston.
knowledge goes.
All right, so now this is the 3rd
And
round.
this is
Same
the last
deal.
round. This is the
I'm
round
going to
that will
stick
decide the
with
match. In round
Winston
number 3,
since
each
I already
competitor's
stuck
gonna
with
give
him.
us a series of numbers.
He's close
These
enough
numbers
where
range
it's not a
from
big deal,
1
but I'll
to
go with Winston
16.
because
So
the
you give us
loser
your
answers
3 numbered
first.
choices. They each
So I'll
correspond to a
answer
different
first.
category up here. Administering
None
Winston's
of that
questions.
matters.
Ken will
It's all
handle the
luck.
duties for
It's like
Emily the
the
Rose.
categories are all
Winston, we
random,
start
so
with you. You have a
we
1-point
go.
deficit.
My question's up.
and you chose category 10.
12, 10, and then 7.
12. Yeah.
12-10. I love when competitors switch the orders of the numbers. You switched 12. You chose number 12. And Winston, I'm not sure how you're going to feel about your category for 2 points. The question is, in the world of Star Trek movies.
You know how
Why
I feel
is there
about it.
so much Star Trek and Harry
Your-
Potter in this
Your
episode?
question
It's
is, for
ridiculous.
2 points,
They're,
which
them and
Star
James
Trek
Bond are like my 3
franchise
weakest.
star directed Star Trek Insurrection?
Leonard Nimoy, complete shot in the dark. I highly doubt that's correct.
Gonna go
Patrick Stewart.
that is incorrect. Looking for Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan
Frakes. He hosts
Never
a lot
heard
of
of
like
him.
ghost hunting shows, I believe, too.
I think I
wanna
said it
go
before.
Ghost
I have
Hunting.
watched
Jonathan
the new
Frakes.
Star
So now we
Trek
stick
and
with
Wrath
Winston.
of Khan. That's it.
Winston, this is now going to be your 3-point question. It is from category number 10. You selected villains. Category of
That's
villains.
not a bad category.
And here's your question. In V for Vendetta, who played the totalitarian leader, Chancellor Sutler?
I want to say Robert E. Grant.
I very
that's
clearly
not
have his face in my mind. Bald guy, goatee. Fuck me.
Going to go to 5, 4,
I think it's John
3.
Hurt.
2.
It's either John Hurt.
JTE.
You can use JT rule?
That's what I meant. JT.
Your question
JT.
is?
JT.
It's either
In V
John
for
Hurt or
Vendetta,
William
who played
Hurt.
the
I think it's
totalitarian
John
leader,
Hurt.
Chancellor Sutler?
Final
Ben
answer,
Kingsley?
John Hurt.
Not Ben Kingsley, looking for
No.
John Hurt.
Yep.
John Hurt is the answer. And so now, Winston, it all comes down to this for
so
you,
that's
my
3.
friend.
So now I
The
got 11
5-point question.
points.
You chose the category.
I
of
hope he
Ken,
gets
help me
this
out.
or the game's over and I won't get to see if she beats me. I'm at 11 points right now. And it's Star Wars.
Please let these Star Wars
Which I'm good at, but some are insanely
Will
difficult.
Winston stay on the desk?
I'm at 11 points now. Please get it right,
Force
Winston, so we
Emily
can
the
go
Rose
on.
Jameson to answer a
If he
question, or will
loses,
this
she
be a
automatically
TKO?
wins.
It all
No
comes down to this
questions.
question. Winston, for 5 points in the world of Star Wars, your question is, in Return of the Jedi, what type of ship ended up bringing down the Star Destroyer Executor?
The Millennium Falcon did it in Empire. Well, it knocked the ship out. I'm gonna.
Go to
It's
5.
either a Y-wing.
Last one.
Last one. In the film Return of
It's
the
either
Jedi,
a Y-wing, an
what type
A-wing,
of
or an
ship
X-wing.
ended up bringing down the Star Destroyer Executor?
I'm gonna say A-wing. I think it's an A-wing, but it might be a Y-wing.
Just gotta take a shot, right? A Y-wing.
And your winner.
So the game's over. But what's the answer? I said either a Y-wing or A-wing. He said Y-wing. A-Wing. That was a bit of a guess there too, but an educated guess. 5 points. So I had 16. She would have had it, honestly. Most people don't get the 3 and the 5 points, but I can't take that from her. She could have got it. So technically, I didn't win or lose or tie. I have 16, and I'll never know if I beat her. But I did pretty good at the end there. I hit the 2 big ones, which is key. The 3-pointer and the 5-pointer are key. If you hit them, you can see it doubled my score. But you guys get the point of it all. I'm going to show you the interviews after. I'm going to skip ahead. See, they do like little after interviews. They give them nicknames. Then see the score 1-0, 1 KO. I don't know why they didn't have his record. Because he's been on many times. He should have had a record. Unless he's been in a lot of team matches. Maybe he's never been individual. I don't know. See, they actually have live events. You could buy tickets. I haven't been to one because they've only been to my area once, and I couldn't go for some reason.
Ken Knapsack, where can the kids find you?
You can find me at Ken Knapsack across all social media
But it's very well produced, very well done. And then watch, at the end they always have, they basically throw together a little movie and show the saga continue. Now watch, it's pretty cool. They usually do.
Feeling good? Yeah. I mean, I think we just do what
Now these are the champions. These women beat everybody last year. They're insanely good.
1 round at a time.
Especially, both are very good, but the blonde one I think is insanely good.
Well, it's the Shire Wolves.
This guy used to be the champ, the big dude with the glasses.
It'd be a pity if you were to lose them today, which is gonna happen. I'm terribly sorry, but your championship is gonna have to be relinquished.
Yeah, we've done this so many times.
I mean, 2 weeks ago I heard this from Kalinowski.
Yeah, and who's the boss?
Yep, they said it too.
Bateman loves to come in here and try and
so we've heard this all before.
Yeah, you know what we're not? We're not Bateman, and we're not Kalinowski, and we're not any of the other players. We are the players who will defeat you today. And we have the strength.
Well, you guys get it. They're playing them in the next match, which is coming out later today.
You guys are so
This guy is pretty hilarious.
Kalinowski all those times, and when you beat Bateman all those times, those guys are such jerks. You're so good. You're so good. What?
Do you have anything else to add?
They're all playing characters too, obviously. Like this guy is playing a character.
What are you doing?
His name is Seibel. Something I forget his first name, but something Seibel. That's Bibiani. The big guy's Bibiani. But that's what they do, and then they keep building stories, and they do it with the UFC thing. See, there's team league, there's regular, there's singles, and then they do it like this. That's the next match coming up. So yeah, guys, that's about it. You could clearly see I'm very into it. I know all the people, categories, like they have like basically set categories that are always on the wheel. I don't know why, but they always have Harry Potter and Star Trek is always like constantly on, and I'm not good at this. So I'm going to have to, if I ever go on the show, I'm going to have to step up on my Star Trek, but not going to make this any longer than it needs to be because it's already probably 30 minutes. So comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.